a princess. A wicked witch of the east, bro. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
All right, fuck it. We are live. We are back.
That's the best one you've ever done.
Well, hey, guess what, Kyle? They should have fucking killed us while they had the chance. You know what?
We're back.
They should have
We
killed
are
us.
all the way back.
They should have killed us when they had the fucking chance, dude. Anyway, welcome back to your favorite show. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm here, 2-man show tonight. Me and Kyle Kirk back in our regular scheduled program. Hitting you all with a little Tuesday morning show. We're gonna be back again Thursday morning. Putting out all of our picks. We're gonna go through last week. And Kyle, thank fucking God we are out of the bullshit.
Did we ever need this week though going into conference play?
After last week, I mean, if there were two guys that ever needed a week like this, it was us two.
Yeah, I mean, we endured last week. Everything that could have went wrong last week. And then on top of that, I was just not prepared to do the show, and the numbers showed we didn't have anyone listen to anything we said. And they probably needed to because we were fucking hot this week.
hot. All right, let's just jump right the fuck into it.
Yeah, let's just go. Yeah.
So we've
Are you
got.
reading up with me or you? Who's going?
Yeah,
first?
you're up. You're up first.
Yeah. Stanford, Syracuse. I had Syracuse -9. They just completely shit the bed. Stanford is awful, Luke. Did you watch the game Friday night?
They're not good.
No, and Syracuse is good. That's what pissed me the fuck off. It's like. What?
And it was at home. And it was at home.
And it was at home. They flew all the way across the country, beat your ass, and then flew back. Did you know they flew in there on Thursday night, and then got up and played on Friday?
Holy shit! I didn't know. I did not know that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Stanford is not back in any way. The quarterback is better this year though than last year. The quarterback is not terrible. He can move around a little bit, but Kyle McCord, just typical. That's exactly what we saw at Ohio State when he got in a decent-sized game, and there was a little bit of pressure, just completely folded. And that's what you saw there. Rutgers +3.5 versus Virginia Tech. Rutgers
outright.
Absolute layup. I had a money line too. I just didn't have it on the graphic. But
got it.
I had Rutgers money line, and I parlayed it with Arkansas money line and banged that thing home for fucking 44.
Cashed it.
Yeah, Rutgers just absolutely just dominated them up front. Just like we talked about earlier in the year when they just ran the ball down their throat. They just did the same exact thing to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech couldn't score to keep up with them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of a rout, wasn't it, Luke?
Let me
not ranked.
Let me look at the score.
I mean, Greg Schiano.
Dude, I don't know. They need to be because they're going to be a tough out for any Big Ten team, especially if they're playing at Rutgers.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty place to play.
They won 26-23. Virginia Tech scored 16 points in the fourth quarter, so it really wasn't close up until
they kind of came back at the end of the game. I mean, Rutgers is solid. They're a solid team, and they're always going to be either dogs or they're going to be under a touchdown.
Yeah,
they're a great team to bet. UConn, FAU. FAU, this was totally just FAU's terrible. And UConn's kind of they're not on the come up, they're terrible too. But FAU's that bad. That's where that pick came from. And I think UConn drilled them, Luke. They beat them like 40-6.
I think I saw that score too. It was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, it was, absolute just shithole game. Army, same thing as UConn, FAU. Army against Rice. Rice is awful. Army just rammed it up their dick hole and won that game. And I don't think Rice got past midfield. I think they may have kicked a field goal. Virginia, Coastal Carolina. This was the Luke versus Kyle Bowl because
this was the respect pick.
Yeah, this was the respect pick. And it made me feel great when you had zero just reasoning why you took Coastal Carolina and Virginia drilled them. And then the auto bet down there, Ohio State team total over 45.5. They smacked that thing. I think they had 35.5, dude.
Yeah. They kind of came out slow. They kind of came out slow at first against Marshall. Marshall was was able to move the ball on them. I think they went up 7-0 at first.
I also had Marshall team total over 6.5. And they drove straight down the field on the script was great. They drove straight down the field, scored a touchdown, cash that. That was an easy $100 right there. I
Easy.
mean, yeah. And then Ohio State, it was the second quarter, Luke, is where Ohio State really just took off. I think they may have had a pick six, and then Will Howard looked good again, just serviceable. That's all they need him to do. He was 16 for 20, 275, and 2 tutters. Just don't
Just
turn
get
the
the
ball.
get the ball
Yeah,
to your fucking
to
playmakers.
Judkis and Abuka. Just get the ball to those guys and don't turn it over, and Ohio State should win the national title. I've been saying it all year. I'm going to keep fucking saying it.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that was my card. I had a shit ton of other things that I hit on. Ended up winning $2,000 of my 2,500 that I lost last weekend back. So it was overall good week. So we're back up. And 14 and 10 and 1 looks real good.
Yeah, that looks good on the graphic. That record looks good on the graphic.
And just reminder to everyone, always buy the hook, folks. Always buy the hook.
Yep.
All right, Luke, what you got?
All right. Well, we had a fucking winning weekend for the first time in a while. Let me see here. Oh, I lost my picks. Give me 1 second. I usually have 2 monitors, and I don't have my second monitor right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to open shit up on one screen.
Is Kent State just the worst fucking collection of shit of all time? I mean, these guys have gotten shit pumped 4 games.
Dude, they are bad. They are really fucking bad.
And I stayed away from this Penn State because I didn't think Penn State could score enough to cover. And
oh my God.
Sure enough, they fucking drilled these guys. And at Kent State, dude, I don't even know what this box score. Well, how many yards of total offense they had? Every time I looked up, I think that they were fucking punting.
Yeah,
dude,
it was.
What?
They're not good.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
It's like bad.
All right, I think I got my fucking picks here. Here we go. All right.
There we go.
Sons of
Here we
bitches.
go.
Listen here, motherfuckers. You should have killed me when you had the chance. All right. Now I'm in conference play. I'm gonna start sending out fucking locks. Like last weekend, I'm raiding the scene, and we're starting with fucking Illinois +9, 1 outright. Nebraska. This is what I said. They haven't had a close game all year. Nebraska in close games finds ways to shit down their pants, and they end up losing the game.
I mean, Dylan Raiola still looked good.
Dude, he looks really good. But something about
3 bills and 3 tutters. Dude, Illinois is good though.
They're very good. No, I agree. But so that was why when I saw they were 9-point dogs on the road, I was like, I have to take this. Like, there's no way that they're going to keep this a 2-score game the rest of the game. Indiana might be a sleepy contender in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
they're just putting up fucking points, dude. This game, I mean, it really wasn't close. Indiana was kind of toying with Charlotte early. Charlotte had a couple scores like early in the first half, and then
were they down? They were down 14-10 at one point. Charlotte had them down. It looks like.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
No, Indiana went up 10-0, and then Charlotte scored 14, but they had 21 in the second quarter.
Yeah, they kind of toyed around with them the first half, but I mean, it was just like, I mean, they just dominated them. Arkansas, another easy one. I think they won by like 14 outright again at Auburn. Auburn's fucking terrible. Hugh Freeze is the biggest dipshit alive right now, and probably going to get fired soon. And their schedule doesn't get any easier. And then Coastal Carolina, look, this was just a respect bet out of me, Kenneth, and our dynasty NCAA football team. Look, man, if you want to root for something, it might as well be on a teal turf. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, we're fighting back. We are going to break this 500 mark next weekend, and be back above 500 for the first time since week 0. So. Anyway, if you didn't listen to the last show, you missed out because I think together as a podcast, we would have gone, 8-2.
8-2. Yeah,
8-2 as a show. Yeah.
I went 6-1. No, more than that. 9-2.
9-2.
6-1, didn't I?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I went a lot. You know what was a layup that nobody picked was Tennessee. Why didn't anybody pick Tennessee?
Because remember we talked about it, and I'll start. We'll go through the top 25. But I got scared because of the line. Like I didn't understand why it was 7, so I just stayed away from it.
Just because it was at Norman.
And first SEC game, like I didn't really know.
The poor backup quarterback for OU that came in, dude. He was fucking terrified, Luke. He was terrified.
He was not good.
I guess we could start with that Illinois-Nebraska game again. We can go back to that. I mean, the Luke Altmaier guy is like ultimate serviceable guy that's not going to turn it over, much like we were just saying about Will Howard at OSU.
Yeah.
This fucking Altman kid, he just like methodically will move him down the field.
Yeah.
Illinois,
They just picked him. That Altmaier dude just picked him apart with like 5-yard out routes the whole game. That was just like what they would do.
And you got Brett Bielema over there. That guy knows how to fucking win games.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to fucking win.
So here's that Indiana game. Yeah, it was 10-0, and then they let them
go.
score 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, had nothing else the rest of the game. They won 52-14. The double Dookie Bowl,
Dude,
Florida.
I was on the under. I was on the under in this game.
Oh my God,
then
both
all
their
of a sudden they
defenses are
started fucking
trash.
scoring.
Both defenses are trash.
I thought their offenses were complete trash too, but apparently the defense is worse.
Yeah, Florida ends up winning 45-28. Bad news for Michigan State or Mississippi State fans. Blake Shapen, I think, is out for the year. And then you got to go to Texas and then to Georgia. So just not Houston continues their streak of being probably the worst team in the Big 12. They lost 34-0 to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati was like -3 there, Luke.
Yeah.
And they fucking shit bumped them.
That was
what is this shit? This James Madison, North Carolina.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. I had it on I was at my parents' house this weekend, and we had a couple of TVs in the basement, and I had them all on games, and this was just like a game to throw on just because like there's nothing really else open at the 11 o'clock games. And I look up, and it's like 50-21 going into halftime. And I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Coach, the fucking over hit like with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was wild.
Crazy. But there was like pick sixes. It wasn't just offense. Like there was like all kinds of shit going on in that game. And at one point when I looked at the live over under, it was at 103. And that was like in the fourth quarter. And it just kept going. They kept scoring. It was just nuts.
Yeah. And what's the head coach's name?
It's Mac Brown.
Mac Brown, dude, that guy, he looked like he was about to cry post game. It was like, so sad.
Embarrassing.
So sad.
Like, this is fucking embarrassing. You know.
Kansas continues to lose games where they should win, which is unbelievable.
This was Dookie Bowl Jr.
So Kansas, they were up. What's that score? They were up 21-17 going into the fourth quarter, and then choked that away. Lost 28-32 to West Virginia.
That Daniels kid just ain't it, bro. Huh.
He was so good, and then he got hurt, and now like he just rips balls to open receivers that are like nowhere close to where he's like trying to aim.
That Grim kid, that receiver though, he is good, dude.
Yeah, the white kid.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. He's about all they have.
For sure.
Marshall.
Ohio State rolled.
Yeah, Ohio State rolled.
Dude, Ohio State looks so good. Jeez.
Clemson, since Clemson got their ass whooped to Georgia to open the week, they have just fucking murdered teams. So
yeah, but they played NC State's not good.
They're not good. NC State.
The verdict is in. They're trash.
Yeah, but I mean, 35-59. Like Cade Klubnik, 209, 3 touchdowns. I mean,
I'm not buying. I can't wait till they're fucking overhyped next week and bet against them.
I thought this Ohio-Kentucky game was going to be kind of a scary spot for Kentucky, but they just absolutely rolled Ohio. I mean, that was a surprise to me.
Ohio plus 20 on my card, and I really liked it. Liked it.
I think they just ran the ball all over him because it doesn't look like Brock Vandagriff had any touchdown passes. So
no. So, and I mean, I don't know. Ohio usually plays pretty good fucking defense too.
Yeah. I also thought this Arkansas State-Iowa State game would be a little bit closer. I
know.
But that was
I don't know anything about them really. Who else we got down here? Here I'm looking at. Dude, Texas rolled ULM.
Virginia just wiped the floor with Coastal Carolina.
They really did. They just did whatever they wanted in there.
It was bad from the jump. I mean, I think Coastal had the ball first, and they fumbled on like the opening kickoff, and I was like, well, that's the last thing you want to do,
dude. Because that was the first alert I got on my thing, that Virginia had already scored.
Yeah,
and it was like 13:52 left.
left in the first quarter.
They already scored. Yeah,
Arizona State loses to Texas Tech 22-30. Shout out Nick Minkoff. Your boys are 3-1. After you thought you would have a shitty season, 3-1.
Don't
I mean,
apologize for it.
Don't apologize for 3-1.
Yeah, and Arizona State's, you didn't just roll over somebody. Like, Arizona State's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, they have a good running back. That
Yep.
Scatterboot kid's good.
Scatterboot, 16. They look like they bottled him up a little bit. He had 2 touchdowns, but only 60 yards rushing.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a big rushing guy. He just
Yeah.
scores touchdowns. He just has a nose for the fucking end zone.
So Arkansas again, 24-14 over Auburn. Taylor Green is probably one of my favorite players to watch.
Electric, dude.
Did you see that hurdle he tried to do where like he ended up Antonio Brown kicking that one kid to get a first down?
So good.
It was
So
awesome.
Is he a freshman, Luke?
Yeah. Either a
Redshirt,
freshman,
maybe?
no, because he transferred from. He transferred from some FCS school. No, he transferred from Boise State.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, Boise State.
Yeah.
And then,
man,
dude, we
Arkansas.
called this Buffalo Northern
did.
Illinois game.
Yeah, we did.
A sandwich sleeper in between their big victory against Notre Dame, and then they got NC State next weekend. Buffalo just came in and beat them. So
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
maybe we're on NC State next weekend then.
Yeah,
Or this
maybe.
weekend.
I mean,
maybe we're on that. Or I mean, the line's going to be fairly close because NC State's gotten killed.
yeah.
And Northern Illinois.
I don't know, dude. Buffalo is kind of like they're a tough team. Like Mizzou played them. We beat them 38-0, but
Khalil Mack went there, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I mean, they always have a pass rusher.
Georgia Tech, Louisville. This spread was spot on. It was, I think it was 11.5. So, so that was, yeah, no kidding. Let's see what else. There's that Kent State, absolute
Penn State
fuckery.
Roll it. Yeah, Kent State. They must be the worst fucking.
I think they are the worst
yards
team.
Passing for the Golden Flashes. How about that?
I was surprised to see Navy beat Memphis 44-56. I didn't know Navy could put up points like that.
Dave Portnoy was all over this one. He was like, because dude, Navy, it was like they were like plus 10. I think it was 10. And
yeah,
was
that's
like,
crazy.
Gonna win this game outright. I was like,
well, Memphis is good. Memphis is really good.
Really good.
But I guess they did beat Florida State the week before, so maybe it would have been a good letdown spot, I guess.
What is Notre? I don't understand.
Dude, I don't either. And maybe it just could be that Purdue is awful because they beat the shit out of them, and then everyone else, they have like the hardest time moving the football. Riley Leonard, 154 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Like, how do you only throw 150 yards against Miami?
Bro, he ran that bitch 12 times for 143. What?
Yeah.
What?
Leading rusher.
Oh, and
2 touchdowns.
I don't understand Notre Dame. I'm staying completely away from them all year.
Same. We already talked about Rutgers, Virginia Tech. UCLA kind of hung around for a little bit against LSU.
That game was a lot closer than that score, by the way, Luke. I don't know if you watched any of this game.
I didn't watch any of this game.
That game was very close. They scored like a garbage touchdown at the end. They put it 34-17, but that game was a lot closer. LSU looks bad.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with them at all, and I cannot stand Brian Kelly. I think he's right up there. He's right up there with one of the biggest pieces of shit that you'll ever see.
He's up there with the H man on people I hate the most. Like I can't fucking stand him, dude. He is the worst.
Very glad,
USC.
dude. I wanted to take this game until I saw that they were making a quarterback change. I didn't think that. I mean.
Orgy could throw,
which he can't. Dude, look, he threw for 32 passing yards.
Yeah, but they ran the shit out of that
that's
thing.
all they did.
And also, Luke, this right here, USC, they can't play with the big boys. They are so fucking soft up front, Luke.
Yeah.
They got absolutely dominated. At the end of the game, Michigan ran that bitch right up their ass, straight down the field.
Yep.
For a touchdown to win the game.
Couldn't stop
They just were like, we're stronger than you. You cannot play with us.
Yep.
You are still a midget and you suck. And they just
couldn't
ran
stop
right
it.
down.
I will probably take them though next week against Wisconsin just because.
Yeah, Wisconsin's bad. Can't score.
Wisconsin's very bad.
USC's gonna score. Like we know that. But
Utah, Oklahoma State.
State,
they didn't even have what's his name?
Cam Rising. Yeah,
Cam Rising. Yeah. Isaac Wilson came in there and led those boys. 203 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, but Utah, it's not about offense. It's about playing defense. And
Ollie Gordon might be the most overrated player in college football right now. 11 attempts, 42 rushing yards. Just an absolute
Why did
no
he
show.
only touch it 11 times?
I don't know, dude. So
Were
this
they
is another
throwing
game
it
I
to
didn't.
him? I wonder
I
if they
have
were
no
throwing it
fucking
to him.
clue. I mean, this Bowman
Yeah.
kid had 206 yards passing, so maybe.
I'm over it.
Um,
I'm over
and
it.
then
Yeah, go ahead.
holy fuck, dude!
Go
What are we
ahead.
doing, Missouri? Listen, I can't sit here and defend this team. Last week, I was like, you know what? It was a couple blown assignments, a couple like crazy fluky fucking plays, and then we come out here and we skate by against fucking Vanderbilt. Now listen to me, Kyle. Listen to me right now.
I'm listening. I'm reading the stuff. The box score. Go ahead.
There's two things about this game. One,
Okay.
if you want to be a team that people respect and people are like, holy shit, Missouri belongs in the SEC, you beat the fucking shit out of Vanderbilt. There's absolutely no reason to let them hang around and let Diego Pavia's dumb fuck ass run all over the field and score a shit ton of touchdowns. There's no fucking reason.
Dude, he is a fat midget.
It's
No,
unbelievable. It's
Dude,
unbelievable.
it's not like,
And I don't
it's
know.
not like Vanderbilt played out of their ass either.
No,
it's
I mean, dude, it's like I don't know if it's like if these kids because now they're kind of like they're not really the hunter anymore. They're being the hunted because they had a good year last year. So of course Vanderbilt is going to be hyped to come in to Missouri. Which, I mean, like Vanderbilt, God bless them. They're just pumped to be in any kind of football game that they can be. But whenever you go to at the time, the number 7 team in the country, you're going to come out with some fire. And I don't think Missouri like understands that yet from a team that like doesn't really have those expectations on them. So there's two things here. One, you cannot play like that. You absolutely cannot play like that. It's a fucking pathetic game. You should have lost the game, honestly.
They should have lost.
On the other side, this is a game that Missouri loses 10 times out of fucking 10. And I texted you when I was at this wedding, and I said, last time I was at a wedding like this, we lost in overtime on the same fucking end zone on a doink kick against South Carolina. We were the number 5 team in the country, and we lost that game. So my silver lining for this game is that the North end zone curse is gone, and now the Missouri Tigers are going to win the national championship because that was the last fucking straw. And
the Luther Burden kid's fucking good, Luke. Like,
dude, he only had like 6 catches. 6 catches.
Get him the ball.
1 every 3 times he catches the football, he scores a fucking touchdown. So hey, Drinkwitz, I get that they're probably like covering him everywhere, but just like find ways to get the best player in college football the ball. Also, Nate Noel might be the best running back in the SEC. 23 carries, 199 yards. I get you're playing Vanderbilt, but fuck, dude, 200 yards is 200 yards. So
he did what he had to do. Don't apologize for being 4-0.
Yeah,
just like I said when I was bitching at you because they didn't cover the 6. It doesn't. And dude, they had a fucking chance, but that fucking no ball fuck. Vanderbilt missed the kick.
Well,
also
we had a kicker that missed 3 field goals that game.
Yeah, that's true.
So we could have won by 9 in regulation, and no one's even.
Did he miss an extra point somewhere?
He missed 3 kicks. That's all I know. Yeah. He missed 3 fucking kicks.
Then he hammered the one to win the game, though.
He's got to let. I mean, look, this kid's a freshman. We've had the greatest kicker the last 4 years, and the thicker kicker, and
the fat kid, right?
Yeah, the fat kid. Yeah. And now we got Craig the Leg. And Craig the Leg was 0 for 3 until he had to get into fucking overtime. Anyway, Sammy, come say what's up to the people. We got Sam here, everybody.
Hey, Sammy.
What's up?
Nice haircut.
I can't hear you, but you look good.
Thanks, man.
We're just talking about the Missouri debacle against fucking Vanderbilt.
All right, keep going, Luke. Next one.
Anyway, that's my Missouri take. Thank God we have a bye week, and then after that we go to Texas A&M, Kyle Field. And if we do not beat those fucks by 3 scores, I'm gonna be pissed.
We should because
we should.
Bad. They are bad all over.
TCU continues to be the worst fucking team in the Big 12, other than Houston. Nothing changes there. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. I will be betting against them next week. They play Kansas. Just mark it on my card. What else do we got here?
Keep going.
Florida State scrapes by, gets their first win of the season against Cal. Dude, unbelievable. What a thrilling game that was.
Ukulele, it's pathetic. He
It's
is
so
bad.
it's a disaster. It's a
It is an
disaster.
absolute disaster.
They had to bring out the white helmets for fucking Cal to get their first one of the year. Disgrace.
Oh my god.
Also, Mendoza still threw 300 yards against them. So unbelievable.
I mean, Cal is not out of this thing. Like they're okay.
Yeah. I was right about this South Florida game until the third quarter happened, and then they got absolutely
dude,
waxed.
They fell apart. They absolutely fell apart because they were in that damn game. And then
I
just
know. I
fell
think it
apart.
was. I mean, what's that add up to? What 20? Yeah, 22 to 15, 28-15.
Yeah, and then 28 in the second half. They gave
Yeah.
28-0 in the second half. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking
But
disaster.
Cam Ward's good. Cam Ward's awesome.
Cam Ward's
really
very good.
Yeah.
Cam Ward's
This
very good.
Washington Northwestern game, complete miss. That was an absolute lock. That was under a touchdown. And I mean, Northwestern can't score. That's bad.
Nothing. Yeah, we missed that one.
Keep going.
Wyoming is very, very, very bad. That's actually very
they're-
surprising. They're terrible. They
they're
lost. I
terrible.
mean, blown out by North Texas. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But North Texas is not the worst team in the world.
No. The Fighting Aggies scraped by a huge game at Kyle Field. They beat the very dangerous Bowling Green possible Bearcats.
Falcons.
So here I do have a story. So I was at this wedding. I was at this wedding. I get a text from my good friend Zach Henry, and we do have a friendly wager on the Missouri A&M bet. I gave him plus 500 that if Mizzou wins, we have a little dollar amount on the line. And he asked if I wanted to double down after the Vanderbilt game. I replied no because I'm not doing that. And then I saw Texas A&M struggling to put away Bowling Green, and now I have second thoughts. So, I'm still not going to do it, but it gave me a lot of joy to see that at least we weren't the only fucking SEC team to struggle with an inferior opponent.
At least you were playing another SEC team.
Yeah, Bowling. I mean, to Zach's credit, they were playing an SEC quarterback. Connor Bazelak was actually Missouri's quarterback, and then we told him to leave because he wasn't good enough to play for our football team. However, he did shred the defense of A&M for 250 yards and a touchdown. So they were facing SEC.
Was A&M losing at one point? It looks like 17 to 13.
Wow.
I
don't know.
What
Close.
Wow. That's sad.
Minnesota's terrible. They got a good running back. Nothing really to talk about there.
He is really fucking good.
Yeah,
that
he's
running
good.
Back is really fucking good.
Very good. Okay, and then this fat fuck Josh Heupel. The one game where I was expecting him to run up the score, he just takes his foot off the gas against Oklahoma. So I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Did you know he played quarterback at OU when they won?
Yeah, that was another reason why I didn't take this game, because I was like, okay, I don't know what the emotions are like, but there's just so much going on with this football game. You got Oklahoma, SEC opener at home. They're 7-point dogs at home. Tennessee looks like they just beat the shit out of everybody. Haven't played really anyone yet. So I stayed away from this game. And then Josh Heupel.
Okay on defense. They look pretty good on defense. They're not ready to play.
What's his name? Sam Arnold or Arnold? Jackson Arnold.
Jackson Arnold. Yeah.
Terrible. So bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Dude, he sails every throw he makes. He sails everything. Like, get on top of the ball, son. Get off your back foot and rip that thing downhill.
Dude,
and he was so highly talented. Like, high.
That guy got fucking
the number
murdered.
one.
Sorry, we also have the Washington and Cincinnati game on, and this dude just got fucking murdered. Anyway.
Washington's beating them, aren't they?
Yeah, 31-26.
Oh, gosh. Poor Joe Burrow.
Last thing I'll say about this game, I'm getting that everyone is wanting to crown Tennessee for being the national champions already. But if you face a defense, I mean, Oklahoma's not going to be the best defense that they face the rest of the year. I know that they're a good defense, but if you get someone that has a competent offense to keep the other offense off the field, you're not going to win. Like, if Oklahoma had any competent offense at all, they don't win that football game. Their offense was stagnant after the first half.
It was bad. And this Hawkins kid that came in to play quarterback, he was scared to death, Luke.
Yeah.
Scared to death. Running for his life when he didn't really have to. He was running like he's scared to death. It's just that he's a freshman. He don't fucking know.
Agreed. Well,
Never
and then
played
another
anything.
thing too is that the Oklahoma offensive line is pathetic, and you might as well have a junior high football team out there blocking because they're so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah.
And then holy shit, dude, take it away. Take it
I
away.
have a
We got
fucking heart attack.
we got
Dude,
Baylor
that
31,
play-
Colorado
okay.
38.
You know how we need to lead up on this is that if Travis Hunter is not the Heisman Trophy winner, it's a joke. That kid is
Yeah.
unbelievable. And it also sucks that we're never going to see him play a meaningful football game in college. He'll play a meaningful football games in the NFL, which
Yep.
would be great. But it would be awesome to see him play in college with a competent team. And Shadir Sanders, that kid is so fucking bad. And I don't care what anybody says or what that stat line says. He stinks. I don't care about the offensive line. I don't care about none of that shit. He is not good. He makes bad decisions. And I think, and it's not because of his arm strength or his like athletic ability. I think he is fucking dumb. That's the problem. He
Yeah.
is so trash.
Yeah.
Dude, Baylor is horrible. Horrible
Yeah.
everywhere. And
They're
they
bad.
were running Colorado out of the gym. Then they upped the one at the end. But did you see the play the play before?
Off the
Should have
chest.
been a touchdown. I hit him in a bad spot right in the fucking hands. And then he threw the touchdown to fucking tie the game. And then
Yeah.
the play at the end of the game, of course, Travis Hunter comes up, fucking
Saves the day.
forces the fumble,
Saves
the
the
day,
whole fucking day.
makes Kyle fucking $500 on one play because I had him a bunch of different ways. And it
Yep.
was fucking
Unbelievable.
awesome. Monica thinks I'm a crazy person. Oh, Ole Miss rolls again. Love Ole Miss winning.
Yeah, I just want to see them play somebody at all.
Yeah,
you know?
they will, but they're gonna score regardless. It's gonna be, is the defense actually legit? That's what
Yeah.
it's gonna come down to. I mean, dude, we haven't come across them yet. So is BYU good or not? I don't understand.
I don't know because they're 3-point. They opened as 3-point dogs going to Baylor next week. So I'm like,
It's like, dude, because did you watch them play SMU? Dude, the
Yeah.
quarterback sucks. And
yeah,
then they go to put 38 points against.
dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
can't get
stop
I
them.
can't
They
get a
just
grip on
stop
BYU.
everybody.
I can't get a
I'll
grip on
probably bet
BYU.
next week though. I know.
This
Maybe,
BYU or this Michigan State Boston College game was kind of crazy. Michigan State.
You buy the hook right there. Folks.
Yeah, handed
The line
over.
was 4.5, and I had him at 4. What happened here, Boston? Dude, it started storming. Is what happened.
Yeah,
Like Boston College was kind of all over them, and it started raining, and they couldn't fucking do anything because they have to throw the ball. But
Yep.
at the end,
It was the red bandana game too.
Yeah, it was red bandana. The Castellanos kid, he came through pretty clutch. He made some big throws in the rain.
Yeah,
Made some
I
big
need to
catches.
I need to walk my take back a little bit. I still believe he can't throw, but he's a better quarterback than I remember him from last year. Because last year when I would bet BC in a couple games,
Yeah.
one specifically against Syracuse, and that dude was the most incompetent quarterback I've ever seen. So I need to walk
Yeah,
that back a little bit. He still can't throw.
He still, I think it's because the way he throws, his like form, the way he throws the ball is just very, very different. And
Yeah,
it's like, it's almost like his shoulders hurt.
yeah. I don't know.
Like,
I think
he made some
I mean-
throws at the end though, Luke, that were pretty damn big. And Boston College actually got screwed at the end. So they were down. It was 1917. And they were down. They were on the 1 yard line. And Castellanos takes a quarterback read up the middle to the end zone, and he fumbles on the 1. Okay, the ball lands on his back, rolls into the end zone, and an offensive lineman picked it up for a touchdown. And the referees waved it off and said that the ball was recovered outside of the end zone.
Oh my
No
god.
fourth down. Yeah, it was the most bizarre play, and even the announcers were like, "I don't understand how that was not a touchdown." It
Right.
was the most bizarre thing ever. And then Michigan State just ran it up the center's ass 3 times and had to punt it to him. And then Boston College went down and scored and won the game. But it was a bizarre play.
Michigan State's played 4 games, and Aiden Childs has 7 picks already this year.
Yeah, he's really, really bad. Really, really
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
What else we
I
got?
was on that Oregon State Purdue game. I ended up betting that game.
And this is the
What'd
BYU
that kid
game.
run for? Okay, the kid, he won 127, no tutties though. Only 11 attempts and he rushed for 127.
Bro,
But
that's
boy,
11. That's over 10 yards a carry. That's insane.
Yeah, dude, have you watched him play yet?
Yeah, he's awesome. I watched him in
Dude,
that Oregon
he's so
game.
Good. Him and the Iowa guy are awesome to watch.
Yeah.
I'll watch every Boise State game this year. He's awesome
Yeah.
to watch.
And then to wrap this up, K State lays an egg against BYU. Lost 38-9. So
Coach, and the Johnson kid, he's so up and down, bro. What is that? What is that?
It's not surprising because I mean, when I had this kid come in, they're talking about how good of a dual threat quarterback he is, which he's a good runner, but it's same with Castellanos. I don't think he can throw the ball very well.
They're obsessed with the Avery Johnson kid running the ball.
Yes, and they're I don't get it. I really don't understand it.
And especially BYU is known for a stingy defense. Like, why are they trying to run into it?
Well, and they have 24 and 25-year-olds all over the field. So it's like, I mean, you're not going to trick anybody. Yeah, that's what they did against Arizona, because Arizona would get caught sleeping, then they would fucking bust them over their head with.
It's so funny how the Mormons have a Jew playing quarterback for them.
Yep.
So funny. So bizarre.
They opened up as 3-point underdogs going to Baylor next week. So I don't get that, but
well, yeah. Baylor moved the fucking ball. Now Colorado's horrible on defense. But dude, they moved the ball, and the Robertson kid looked decent. He's awful too, but he looked good. So I can see why they're 3-point dogs, but they will not move the ball against that BYU defense.
No
shot.
I agree.
There's no shot in fuck that they're moving that ball. I mean,
agree.
No chance. Are we previewing this upcoming?
No, we'll do that. We'll preview on. We'll record Wednesday night. Show will be out Thursday. Okay. We'll do previews and picks. Make sure you fucking tune in. Like we said, 9-2 on the last show. And I think at least like 6 fucking people watch. So, you missed out, you dumb fuckers. on some hitters.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Do you got any NFL stuff going on or what?
Nothing really. I just want to. I have 2 things. One, I'm gonna turn into I'm gonna turn into a Chiefs fan that hates other Chiefs fans. I was getting on Twitter the other night, and the amount of people that are saying like Travis is washed, Mahomes sucks, like this team is not good. It's like, how about you just shut the fuck up and sit back, watch football. They've proven to you that they don't even need to win these games until late October. So, like, these games don't even matter, and you're freaking the fuck out because Patrick Mahomes doesn't have 350 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. It's like, hey, we're 3-0. Just sit the fuck back and relax and watch football and quit being a little bitch about it. I have a burner account that I use for a Twitter thing, and I was going off on any Chiefs fan that I saw that was like, Mahomes Mahomes sucks, like all this bad year, blah blah blah. I'm like, just shut the fuck up already, all right?
Mahomes, like,
yeah.
If you want to say Travis Kelce's fat and washed, I'll listen to an argument for that one. But Pat Mahomes, he looks awesome.
Dude,
he looks awesome.
Like
because he threw an interception. I mean, fuck, he's a human. Damn.
Yeah, it's like relax. Like we're 3-0. We beat 2 teams that are supposed to be AFC playoff teams, which
Luke.
They are going to.
Bijan Robinson had 16 carries for 31 yards. That's
the Chiefs' defense is
good job on. Yeah, that's
Chiefs' defense is unreal. Chiefs' defense is unreal.
Like, yeah. So I mean, and now you're playing more defensive football. I mean, what are we talking? The Chiefs are getting better where they needed to get better.
Yeah,
they needed to get better on defense. They got better.
They're better.
The offense is going to come, and plus, all the offense is down right now with the less practice time, the shorter preseason shit. Everybody's kind of out of sync. I mean, the Chiefs are going to get going on offense, and the only reason the Falcons scored 17 points is because the Chiefs defense had to play pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
I mean,
so there's a Chiefs beat reporter. His name's Matt Verdarme or some shit like that. Halftime thoughts on Atlanta KC. Mahomes has to be better. He's played very poorly the last 6 quarters. Travis Kelce is becoming a worthy topic. Nowhere to be found. Defense can't give up explosives. 3rd week in a row. Orton is a problem. Great rush, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I go, 5'6", Matt Verdam requesting 3-time Super Bowl champion to play better. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I hate that shit. Caleb Williams threw for 363 and 2 touchdowns.
And lost.
Meaningless. Yeah, the most meaningless 363. And he did it all in the 4th quarter.
And Anthony Richardson sucks worse, and they won the game.
And they still won. Caleb Williams is a loser, just like we said he was going to be. He is not interested in losing. He's not interested in getting better. I saw not Mike Evans. What's the guy's name? Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Who's the runner? Mike Williams was like trying to coach him up a little bit. He was not interested in the conversation because he knows it all. I've got my little fingernails painted. What a fucking loser. It makes me so happy to watch that guy fail. He's such a cocksucker.
And by the time this comes out, everyone will know. I think the Bengals are going to end up losing this game, which makes me so happy because I just can't stand anyone that's a Bengals fan or anyone from the Bengals.
Why? We don't like Joe Burrow? I like Joe
No,
Burrow.
fuck no. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't really care about Joe Burrow, but they just talk so much shit for not ever really doing anything.
Yeah,
They went-
I mean it happens. Yeah,
You lucked out. You lucked out. You went to one Super Bowl because the Chiefs decided to not play the second half of one football game, and then all of a sudden you think you're the Chief beaters, and everyone owes you a Super Bowl, and it's like, dude, you're about to get your ass whooped by the fucking Commanders. So how about you shut the fuck up, quit talking shit, and win a football game?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's stupid. And then they call in Burrowhead. Like,
Yeah, it's like
big
you've won
deal.
one meaneful game there.
Yeah. Big deal. I don't like that shit too. I'm on your side on that, and usually I'm not. Texans looked awful.
Yeah,
CJ
that'll
was
be
just okay.
that'll be good for them. That'll be good for them. I told Sam that because
it's the defense, which we saw that week one. The secondary is an issue. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know if they even can do anything. They may go in the fucking locker room and say, CJ.
Which I don't understand because Stingley's awesome.
I don't know what's going on. And Petrie's not bad.
Petrie's good too, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. They just let guys get behind them, dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
they're just playing
know.
too aggressive. I have no idea.
I don't know, maybe, but also, I mean, guarding Justin Jefferson, I don't think Jesus Christ himself could guard that motherfucker. Bro.
No, he's so good.
I mean, he's so good.
And
then
that's
you're
the
trying
thing.
to guard against that. It opens up the fucking running game. So I don't know. Like you said, it'll be good for him. Get your ass whipped.
Yeah.
And then come back ready to work.
Yeah, a little reality check. I mean, whoever they
Right.
play next week, they'll beat the shit out of. So I'm not too worried about the Texans at all.
I'm just going right down the list here, Luke. I'll lead. I'll keep doing this one.
Yeah.
Eagles, Saints. Saints are
Disgusting
not for real.
game.
They're-
Disgusting
yeah.
game.
The
Disgusting game.
Saints are not for real. They're fugazi. They had two good.
So are the Eagles though. That game was just like
Jalen Hurts is bad, dude.
yeah. That game was who can hold their wet piece of paper and cross the finish line first.
There we go. I mean, Saquon's awesome. He's awesome. 17 carries for 147 and 2 tutters. He's fucking awesome. Steelers, Chargers. Steelers are 3-0.
3-0. Good defense. Defense looks awesome. The Chargers are back to doing the same old Charger shit where everyone gets hurt and then they complain, and then next year when they're all healthy again, everyone will pick them to win the Super Bowl. So
yeah, one of my favorite podcasts I listen to is out of Chicago. They refuse to acknowledge that Justin Fields is 3-0 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Refuse to acknowledge it because they were all like, Justin Fields is the problem. Justin Fields is the problem. Now Eberflus is the problem. Eberflus is the problem.
Yeah.
No, Caleb Williams isn't good. Y'all just thought he was.
yeah.
But Eberflus also is a moron too. Holy
Dork.
Broncos, Luke. Holy Broncos.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming.
No. Are the Buccaneers fugazi? Like,
No, I don't think so. I think that's just a good letdown spot, especially at
Yeah.
home. You're just like
And
you're
they're
playing the
coming off a
fucking
big
Broncos.
win.
Yeah, big win
they're coming
against the
off a big
Lions.
win.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
Oh,
not.
another savory one here was Panthers. Andy Dalton just fucking
Holy shit, dude! The Red Rocket.
ripping it like the old days.
Yeah,
When they're going 1-Q in the playoffs in Cincinnati. That's what that looked like.
yeah.
Dude for 319 and 3 touchdowns.
And he threw
shit.
2 in the first half, right?
Yeah, he had thrown for like 250 yards in the first half, dude.
Yeah.
It was like nuts.
If
Yeah,
you're
Chris was
what was that little fucking midget quarterback's name? For the Panthers.
Chuck Flutie?
No, the one they have now.
Oh, Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
Oh.
If you're Bryce Young, how fast do you just want to hang out football after seeing
Just
what
hang
your team
yourself.
what your team can do whenever you're not playing quarterback?
Yeah,
Like, you can't feel
that's
good.
How many tweets I saw was like, well, Bryce Young's the problem.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah, Dolphins, Seahawks. Dolphins are dead without Tua. That's pretty much what sums that up.
Yeah, Braxton Berrios' ass was all over camera. That was awesome.
Oh, I saw he got tackled.
Tough look for an ass
Tough
pick
look.
too.
But
Yeah.
He's also like the best looking guy ever. So I
Yeah,
think he'll
true.
survive.
It's probably good for him too to have that come out.
Yeah. Cowboys stink. Is there a different?
Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those years again with the Cowboys where they get their shit rocked by good teams and they beat the shit out of all the bad teams.
The
So
bad
next week,
ones,
next
yeah.
week when they play or in 3 days when they play the Giants, they're gonna win
Mhm.
by 30, and then everyone's like, all
Yeah.
right, well,
And Dak Prescott, much like the Caleb Williams thing, he threw for 379. It was all in the fourth quarter when they
Yeah,
had
when
to
it
rip
didn't
the
matter.
ball every.
When it
Yeah,
didn't
when it
matter.
didn't matter, they were down by a ton. Also, this was another game where Vegas must have had a ton of live bets that they needed to get covered. So they made a phone call into Jerry and said, "Hey, tell them to rip that thing. We've already talked to the Ravens. They're going to let you score.
Yep,
We're gonna
everything's
get
good. Yeah, yeah.
everything's
We'll give
good.
you an
We're gonna
onside kick for free. It's gonna be
yeah,
great.
right. We're gonna
Yeah.
get this thing. We're gonna get this thing within 3. Everybody goes home happy. So that was one of the clearest, like, these games are fixed things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The Cowboys could not move the ball the entire game. They had 6 points going in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden they rip off 19.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
I
Come
don't get
on.
it.
This is a
I don't
joke.
get it.
Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, 49ers just completely blew that thing.
Dude, I was just gonna say that was probably one of the best games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
That game was awesome.
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings, 3 touchdowns and you lose?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Well, and Brock looked good.
Yeah,
Brock
looked
was
very
okay.
good until the second half.
Speaking of Brock, did you see the story on what's the shitter that plays quarterback for the fucking Vikings right now? Sam Darnold. He said because I guess he was backing up Brock Purdy in San Francisco, and he said like the way Brock Purdy studies is like what changed him. Like,
Oh,
and
really? Wow,
made
that's
him
cool.
successful. Yeah, he was like saying that kid studies like nothing he's ever seen, and he said that, and obviously Brock's younger than him, but yeah, he said that really changed his mentality. It was a pretty interesting story. That was like the little bit I watched this Sunday was the Texans, obviously, and they were talking about that story. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Cardinals. Kyler Murray's a fugazi too. He just has
Yeah,
his
I'm
moments.
not sold yet. I need to see more of that.
Yeah.
But you're also playing the
Yeah.
Lions, who are just.
Lions are
I mean,
good.
you're coming off of a spot where Dan Campbell literally said that he cost them the win, so you just know that they're gonna come out and want to beat every motherfucker's ass that line's across from them. So
Yeah.
I can't really blame them for losing that game. Tough spot to be in, but also I
Did
need
you
to see
see
Kyler Murray play more to.
Did you see the Boise State pitch back in that game for a touchdown? That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
That
sick.
fun.
That was sick.
The St. Brown, he pitched it back to
Yep.
Jahmyr Gibbs. That was so
Yep.
sick. David Montgomery had 23 carries for 105.
Yeah, well, they're just gonna line up and hit a motherfucker in the face, like after Dan
That
Campbell
is
was like,
the most Dan Campbell shit ever.
yeah,
Yeah,
they fucking brought it.
yeah, that was awesome. And then, of course, we already touched Chiefs.
Yeah,
Kirk looks okay for the Falcons. I mean,
Falcons look good. I mean, here's the thing. Never for a second was I worried that the Chiefs were going to lose that game. Like, not even
No.
not at all.
no, not at all.
That being
No.
said, I can see the Falcons competing in the NFC. Now, they would get blown out by the Bills, the Chiefs, or not blown out, but they would
Wasn't
not.
that division? Is that the division with the Panthers?
Panthers, Saints, and
Bucks? Are the Bucks
Bucks.
in the NFC?
Bucks,
They're
yeah.
in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically them and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because the Saints are not for real. That's
no, they're not. They're not. I don't think so. Anyway, I mean, people are gonna figure them out like here in the next couple weeks. Anyway, so
yeah. I kind of like the Steele guy for y'all.
Carson
He's
Steele.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
did you see his sister got married
on a
on
Sunday. Who the
Sunday?
fuck?
I was like, you guys don't have money? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they go. That was the only date the venue was open. They said that over the broadcast. I was like,
and
okay.
so, you know what? I'm not going to talk shit because we're getting married on a Thursday, and that was because we would have had to wait till March to get married on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because it was like so booked, and it's much cheaper to do it on a Thursday. But neither here nor there. Like, yeah. So I'm not going to talk too much shit. That makes sense. It's kind of whenever the venue's available. But yeah, that's the week there. You want to do a little preview of the NFL, maybe? Well, what's this next week?
We'll say that for next week. Yeah,
I know.
We'll say that
We don't really talk about the NFL, and I don't feel like going to bed. So here's just Cowboys, Giants. Oh God, what a turd ball that's gonna fucking be.
Yeah, it's gonna be a disaster. All right, let's save this for Wednesday so we can have a little bit more content on the show.
All right, fine. You don't want to talk to me anymore. It's fine.
All right, well, tune in. We're going back to 2 episodes a
Hey,
week.
say that
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
There it is. We are going to do a sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Ready? Go.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do his video. Sting video.
What is? I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. We'll do it live.
No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.